Hi, I'm Eileen from the Newburgh Free Library. This time we're going to be doing some coffee painting. We're going to make a light shade and a dark shade of coffee using some instant. Espresso is very good to use. Any instant coffee will work. You could even use brewed coffee, the bottom of the pot. But to get started, you're going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of instant coffee, and we'll use a full teaspoon of water to make the lighter shade. So I'm just going to put in, all right, that's a teaspoon. You can always add water to lighten it. Just give that a stir. That's going to be our lighter shade. And then we'll use again, a 1/4 teaspoon, just need a little bit, 1/4 teaspoon of coffee, and just a 1/4 teaspoon, like a 1-to-1 ratio for the darker shade. And just stir that around. If you use warm water or hot water, it'll dissolve quicker. Okay, so we've got a dark and a light. I'm going to add a little more water to the light. Just another teaspoon, just to lighten that up. Okay, so we got our coffee paint ready, and now we'll get our paper. We're going to put a pencil line. Okay, this is down through the center of the page, all right, of your watercolor paper, top to bottom. And then I am also going to do a line. So we're basically just making 4 rectangles on this page. We're quartering it. Okay. All right. And if you can get the upper right rectangle prepared even further if you would like to use masking tape. And what you would do, this makes a nice crisp edge. So what you would do is have it about you can measure about a 1/4 inch from the edge. And apply this lightly because you are going to be removing it later. But again, it's just a 1/4 inch. That should be a Again, the masking tape is optional. You don't need to do that. You can just leave it as it is. All right, now to get started with the actual drawing, this is what we'll be the steps we'll be taking. There are actually 6 steps to drying the coffee cup. All right, so first we're going to do an oval. All right, then we're going to draw the top edge of the coffee. Then we'll put the heart in the center. Draw the bottom cup. Then we'll do the handle. And then we can do the saucer underneath. And a little whimsical smoke. Okay. So very lightly, all right, with your pencil. Okay. Now we'll apply some of our paint. Start with a light. Okay, so first we're going to do the body of the cup. Go back and forth, left to right. I like to leave a little white in the center. Okay. We're going to do some light around the edges. Smells good. Okay. I forgot to add the little bit of smoke coming up here. Okay, I kind of think that's the funnest part. Okay, move. Okay, so that's where you want it light. Okay, now I'm going to dip my brush in some water. Okay, 'cause I'm just going to go a little bit lighter. All right, this should be pretty light. And I'm going to just do some plumes of smoke coming up here. Okay. And then it's really light. There's just a little bit of coffee left in that brush. Okay, let that dry a bit. Okay. Probably let it, dry, probably if you want to give it, 20 minutes to dry, 15, 20 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead. It's best to let it dry because that way the coffee doesn't run. So when you go to do the the darker shade, it'll keep a crisper line. Okay, so I'll be back in 20 minutes. I'm going to use the darker coffee now to go around the outer edge. Okay. And then I'm going to use the darker coffee to outline the cup. Oops. Just too light touch. Just going around over my pencil lines. And then fill in the coffee. All right, because that's going to be a little bit darker. Outline the heart. All right, we want to leave that light. Okay. So I think I'll just stop there. And I would like to have this as a card. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going, I did that in the, again, the upper right corner. And then I'm going to remove the tape. Again, you're probably best to give it a good chance to dry. Oh, that has a nice edge. And then I'm going to give it to cut the card. All right, I'll cut along the line. And cut that across the horizontal line. And then I can fold it in half. Just afraid I'll smudge it. You are better to wait for it to dry completely. But there we go. All right, so I have a little greeting card here that I'm going to give to a friend who loves coffee. I wanted to show you too. I did some that I just put on a matting. There was one I did, and then here's another one, just kind of a different shape to it. This one I didn't use the tape around the edges, just so you can see. There's variety of ways to do this. All right, so I hope you had fun making a card or a painting for your kitchen. Just kind of nice to do something a little different with coffee painting. Thanks for joining us. We'd love to see a picture of your coffee painting. Send it to newburglibsocial@gmail.com.